Or lower the minimum wage so that the poor get poorer. Yeah, no thanks.
So does he want me to starve or like?
He doesn't care about poor people at all. Like, no one does these days. Like, literally nobody.
Do you think young people are paid too much in the UK?
No, I think they're paid too less.
Are you joking me? I have to work 2 jobs and to make ends meet? No. And they're decent pay, both of those.
I wouldn't know because I'm retired and I don't care anymore.
The minimum wage is quite low for my age. I think it's £9. So I guess it's up to debate because obviously young people are inexperienced, but at the same time I think a lot of them are hardworking.
They got a lower minimum wage, like that's already being paid less. Like, if someone needs a job, they need money. Like, why give them less just because they're like not 21? Like, it's still an adult.
The only good pay that I get is in my uni, and everywhere else it's like 10 quid an hour.
Yeah. And I think even if you do get a job, like they love to give you like 0 hour or 4 hour contracts. So it's like, let's say you do have a good paying job, you don't work enough to make it worth anything.
The reason we're asking is because Nigel Farage has come out today and said that he thinks young people are being paid too much. What do you react to that?
Well, I did like him until I heard that comment.
Does he want me to starve or like?
What does he want to lower it to?
He hasn't said what to, but he said he would lower the minimum wage for young people in work.
Why though? If let's say you're at a job and there's a young person working as a team member and an older person, why should that person be paid more for the same job? Like, that makes no sense.
I think younger people like have more energy as well than older people.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes
I think
any sense.
they have more willingness to like pick up shifts and do kind of antisocial hours and night shifts and all this. I really don't think that's fair to be like, oh well, you're just discriminating people based on age. But if people did that to older people, then it's like, oh no, you can't lower their wage, that's unfair.
Well, he's coming from a position where he's loaded with cash himself, isn't he? So he doesn't care. And on what basis has he said that? What's his comparison with?
Or lower the minimum wage so that the poor get poorer. Yeah, no thanks.
Do you think that's what it is? He's got it out for the poor people?
He doesn't care about poor people at all. Like, no one does these days. Like, literally nobody.
It's running away from a problem rather than towards a solution. So Farage, with 4 MPs has he got? How's he really going to change? And the fundamental problem with politics, to me, is the system. It's not the people, it's the system. To get into power and be Labour or whatever, you've had to pay or make so many alliances with people who have power and money that when you get there, you owe them favours and perhaps all your morality is compromised. And so to me, somewhere along the way, it's somebody doesn't have that, but then you're pointing towards dictatorship, perhaps. You know, and we look at what we've got with Trump, and that's not the answer. So can you get a dictator who's a nice person and stays that way?
Yeah, I'm not a big Reform person. It's not my opinion. It's not my, choice.
I think a lot of it is built on misinformation, and I think it's Reform's basis is based on division and hate, and I think people will look at that. But I think once you actually start looking into Reform policies and who they benefit, it's not the public and it's not the people. But I think because people are so in their ways about who they're blaming on, like immigrants and all this, it's like then they're going to vote not within their own interest because hate is too strong right now.
So as a young person yourself, you mentioned there that you don't align with Reform's values, but a lot of young people do.
Yeah.
But they might not realise that things like these sort of policies are going on at the same time. I mean, do you think there's a problem around education with that?
I think so. I think a lot of it is, obviously you see on the news a lot of crime being committed by foreign people. However, you look at, they're the bad ones. A large majority of people who are in this country are here for good purposes. You've got doctors, engineers, a lot of them are. So I think it's unfair to discriminate everyone based on, a small amount of people committing a lot of bad things. It's difficult.
Is that why you think younger people are more looking towards Reform, probably based on these sort of blatant racism?
I think a lot of it as well is, I don't know if you know about Nigel Farage's cameos that he did a while back. I think a lot of it's that, and it's more of like a popular type of thing, where, I think back in the day they used to get women to tell their husbands who to vote. It's a similar thing to that, where it's not based on the policies, it's based on the actual, popularity of the person.
I don't really understand the point that they're trying to make at the minute. I think that, as rightly you said, it is all based on hate and it's all about blaming other people. And at the end of the day, we all live together in a society where we need to help each other.
You stop and ask yourself, if you were to say, well, what do you really think of Reform? They'll say, well, no, I don't think they're the answer. But who else am I going to vote for? Because where are we? We're stuck with Labour with money. I voted Labour. I'll never vote for them again because of the broken promises immediately, almost immediately, and the corruption that's in their MPs. Rees-Mogg was down at the Labour conference, believe it or not. I don't know why, representing the Telegraph. And actually, you know, he's a very plausible, likeable guy. And I said, you know, when you were a minister, how was it trying to introduce change? And he said it was just so difficult because you're too far from the coalface. By the time your decisions come down, they get compromised on the way.
Let's not make poor young people poorer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think people need to do more research into the political candidates.
Yeah.
There.